Welcome. Today we are diving into Python language. Why Python is such a vital programming language in today's tech world. Python is powerful and easy to learn programming language that has become essential in today's tech world. Its straightforward syntax allows programmers to pick it up quickly, making coding more accessible. Python is incredibly versatile. We can use it for web development, data analysis, artificial intelligence, and more. Additionally, many companies are actively seeking Python developers, making it a versatile skill in the job market. Overall, Python is a fun and useful language that opens up many possibilities. In this tutorial, we will cover end-to-end Python concepts, including practical questions, practice exercises, and various examples, to make each concept clear and understandable. The topics we will cover in this Python series include variable and data types, string and conditional statements, list and tuples, and more. At the end of the series, we will work on several projects to help us gain a better understanding of the Python language. Now let's talk about what is programming. So when we talk about programming is a process of giving instruction to a computer to make it perform specific tasks. These instructions are written in a language that computer can understand, such as Python, Java, C++, and so on. Through programming, we can create software, applications, websites, and much more by writing code. There are two types of programming language. First one is high-level language and the second one is low-level language. When we talk about high-level language, the type of this language is designed to be easy for people to read and write. It hides most of the complex details of how the computer hardware works. The way programming can focus on solving problems and building logics. Examples of high-level languages are Python, Java, JavaScript, C++, etc. And similarly, when we talk about low-level language. Low-level language is a type of programming language that is closer to computer hardware. It's harder for human to read and write, but it is easier for computer to execute directly. When we talk about its example, then assembly language and machine language are the examples of low-level language, which provide precise control over the system functions but are more difficult for humans to read and write. So the next one, when we talk about what is Python and why we should learn it. Python is a popular and easy to learn programming language. It's like giving instruction to a computer in plain English. Python was created by Guido van Rossum and is widely used today for a variety of tasks, such as web development, data analysis, artificial intelligence, and more. So the question is why we should learn it. We should learn Python because its syntax is very simple and clear, making it easy to understand and write code. Python can be used for a wide range of applications from web development to data science to automations. Python skills are in high demand in the job market, especially in tech-related fields. Now let's talk about code editor. So when we talk about code editor, which is a software tool that helps us writing and edit code. We have different types of code editors like VS Code, like PyCharm, Jupyter Network, Jupyter Notebook, Sublime Text, Programmers, Rapplet, etc. So for our Python project, we are using PyCharm code editor, which is popular code editor specially designed for the Python. It helps us to organize code, find error quickly, and offer many tools to improve our coding experience. If you want to download the Python code editor, I have another video that shows you the step-by-step process. And you can find the video in the playlist where I explain how to download both PyCharm and Python. So we can easily follow along and set everything on our system. Let's talk about how to work a program in Python. So when we talk about working of a program in Python, then to write our first program, we will display hello world on the output window. There are usually two parts. The first one you can see this is a code editor, and this code editor usually has two parts: the input window and the output window. The input window is where we can take input from the user, like asking for their names or age. When we talk about output window, then output window is where we display results or message, like showing hello world. So when we want to display hello world on the output window, we use the print function. This print function takes the message inside the quotation mark and shows on the output window. For example, I will write print parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis, I will write double quotation mark, and I want to display hello world. So I will write here hello world. And after that, this is the run button. When we run this code, the message hello world will appear on the output window. And you can see that this input window in this case is not needed since we are taking any input from the user. In the same way, if you want to display welcome to the learning Python to the output window, then you can use the print function. The print function is used to display whatever text is written inside the double quotation mark on the output window. For example, I want to display welcome to the learning Python. So I will write print function, and in parenthesis I will write double quotation mark, and I want to display welcome to learning Python. So when I click on this run button, you will see in the output window we have welcome to learning Python is displayed. So the next one, similarly, if we want to display any integer values, and I want to display this integer value on output window, how we can display? I will write the print function, but at this time when I want to display integer number, then we no need to write double quotation mark. Like I will simply write 23, and I will click on this run button. You can see 23 is displayed on output window. Strings are always written in double quotation mark, but the integer is written without double quotation mark. Similarly, if we want to display any floating value, then I will use again this print function, and in this print function I will write some values like 89.7, which is a floating value I want to display. So I will click on this run button. You will see in our output window 89.7 is displayed. So the important thing to remember is that strings are always written inside the double quotation mark, but if you want to write a number inside the double quotation mark, then Python will treat it as a string, not a number. For example, if I write print and then inside the double quotation mark, I want to write any number like 3464. So Python will consider this number is a string, not an integer. So similarly, when I execute, it will be displayed 3464 like this. You can see in output window, the output is 3464, which is displayed. Now let's talk about some variable rules. Variable roles is always starts with letters. Letters may be in lowercase, letter may be in uppercase or underscore. For example, name that is written in lowercase, this is a variable name, is valid. And underscore value, this is another variable name, and this is also valid. When we write 1, 2, 3 number, it means when we write a variable name at the start number, then this is not valid. And the next one, number can contains. Variable names can contain letters, numbers, and underscore, and no space allowed. For example, when I write my age with space, then it creates an error. But when I write my age and replace the space with underscore, then error will be removed. And when we talk about the third variable rule, the third variable rule is variable names are case sensitive. It's mean if I write variable name in lowercase or if I write variable name in uppercase, then both variable name have different meanings. So the next one is no reserve keywords are used like if, as, while, class. If we are trying to use this keyword as a variable name, then creates an error. Let's check each rule one by one with practical work. So the first rule was a variable name must begin with a letter. Letter may be in lowercase, uppercase, or an underscore, but not a number. For example, if I write name and then double quotation mark, I want to write Alice. So this variable name that is written in lowercase, this is valid. I want to display this variable name on the output window, so I will write print and then name. After that, I will click on this run button. You will see we have no error and Alice is displayed on output window. And similarly, if I write uppercase any value in uppercase and I want to display, so I will write print function and my variable name that is written in uppercase, and let's execute to check it's valid and not. So you can see it's working and there is no error in this code. It's mean this is valid. And also we can create a variable name by using the underscore. For example, when I write underscore name, this is a variable name and I will write Alia. I want to display, so I will use the print function and in parentheses I will write underscore and my variable name which is name. After that, I will click on this run button. You will see Alia is displayed on output window. So it's mean variable name must begin with a letter. Letter may be in lowercase, letter may be in uppercase or an underscore, but not a number. For example, if I write like 1, 2, 3 and then number and this is equals to, I will write something like Aisha, this is a name and we can write anything and I want to display, so I will write print 1 2 3 and then number in variable name must be same, and I will click on this run button. You will see that it creates an error. So why it's create an error? Because number is not valid. When I remove this number 1 2 3 from here and here, then execute again, you will see now there is no error and Aisha is displayed. So it's mean at the start number is not valid. So variable name must be begin with a letter or an underscore but not a number. And similarly, after the first letter or underscore, we can use letters, numbers, underscore in the variable name. And the next one was if we write space is not allowed. For example, if I write my age and equals to, I will write 30 and this is the print function and I will write my age and then I will click on this run button. You will see now it creates an syntax error. Why it creates an error? Because we can't have space in a variable name. We can use underscore instead if needed. If I create a space inside this variable name, then it will create an error. Now I'm going to remove the space with underscore and let's check the execution. When I click on this again run button, you will see now there is no error and 30 is displayed on output window. So it means space is not variable, not allowed in a variable name. We can only use if we want to create a variable name with space, then we will use underscore. So the next one, Python variable names are also case sensitive. This means if I write age in lowercase, uppercase, or are considered different variables. For example, age, this is in lowercase, and I will write age and I will write age in uppercase. If I write first letter capital and the next one are smaller, Then also Python consider this is the different variables. So I want to display, so I will write print for every variable. I will write print for this variable, print and then age, and similarly I will write print and then age like this. After that, I will click again on this run button. You will see 30, 40 and 50. 30, 40 and 50 is displayed in each line. So it's mean that Python variable names are case sensitive, like age that is written in lowercase, uppercase, and the mixture of lower or uppercase are all considered different variables. So we can't use Python keyword as a variable name. These are the words that Python use for different own purposes like if, else, while, for, import, etc. So when I write, I will press enter and I want to use any keyword as a variable name. Like if is a keyword and I will write if and Nadia I want to display, so I will write the print function and this is the if. And after that I will click on this run button. You will see if is equals to Nadia, there is an error in this code. Why there is an error? Because this is a keyword and this one is not valid. Similarly, if I replace if keyword with another keyword which is while, when I replace this while keyword and click on this run button, you will see this while keyword is also has an error. Why has an error? Because these are the keywords and Python use these keywords for its own purposes and we can't use these keywords as a variable name. So if I write while 1 2 3, now this is not a keyword 1 2 3, and when I click on this again run button, we have indentation error. It means there is a space at here. How we can remove the space? I will press backspace. Now space will be removed. I will click again on this run button. You will see now Nadia is displayed. So these are the rules that are defined for our variables. Now let's talk about these variables, some variable examples. This is the name. Name is a variable. Age is also a variable. Price is also a variable. But the data type that is stored in name variable is a string data type. String mean this is the combination of characters. Integer mean this is an integer. 23 is an integer data type. So the next one, when we talk about 25.99. So in this example, you will see 25.99 is a floating value. All these examples are valid. If I want to display these variables with some text, for example, I want to display my name is Alice. Then to display my name is Alice, I will use the print function with this double quotation mark and then I will write my variable name that stores the name Alice. Let's check the example and I will write firstly name is equals to Alice and then I want to display some text. So inside the print function, I will write my name is and after that comma and then variable name and click on this run button. You will see my name is Alice is displayed on output window. Similarly, if I want to display age with some text, then age is equals to 40 and I want to display print function with my age is then comma and my variable name which is age. And after that I will click on this run button. You will see my age is 40. So in this way we can display this variable name, these variables text with some text. Like if I want to display my name is Alice, then I will use double quotation mark and I will write my name is and then this variable name. And if we forget to assign a value to name before running the print statement, then Python will raise an error because it doesn't know what name refers to. For example, if I remove this one and click again on this run button, you will see now there is an error. Name is not defined. So it means if we forget to assign a value to a name before running the print statement, then Python will raise an error. If I press Ctrl C and now name Alice is displayed again. If I execute again, error will be removed and my name is Alice is displayed. My age is 40 is also displayed on output window. So these are the questions that are related to variable name. Now let's talk about input function. Input, as we discussed about the print function is used to display something on the output window, but the input function in Python language input function is used to take input from the user. It reads a line from the input, converts it into a string and return that string. For example, if I write name is equals to, I want to take a string value, so simply I will write input and I will write something that is enter your name, and now I will write colon space, and this is used to take a input from the user. When I click on this run button, you will see enter your name is displayed. If I write something like Alice and I will press enter, now it's working. So this one is used to take a input. This is the input that I have entered Alice. So in Python, input function is used to take a input from the users. And if I want to display something, for example, I also want to display some text with this word, this name, like I want to display hello Alice. So I will write hello and then variable name, which is name. I will click on this run button and when I write Alice, I will press enter. You will see hello Alice is displayed. When I execute again and enter your name is displayed, I will write Alia. It will display hello Alia. You will see hello Alia is displayed. So hello Alia is displayed due to this line. Hello will be displayed as it is and name has a value that users enter. As I have entered Alia, so it will display hello Alia on output window. And similarly, we can take an input as an integer. To convert the input to a different data types, we can use integer function. Age is equals to, for example, if we talk about the example of a age, then I will write age is equals to integer and then inside the integer function I will write my input function because I want to take an input in the form of integer. So I will write enter your age and I want to display something and I will write print and my age is, I will write colon and my variable name which is age. I will click on this run button and now the first line is displayed again. When I write Alice and press enter, Alice is displayed. Now the second line will execute, enter your age. If I write 30, I will press enter. Now you can see my age is 30 is displayed on output window. So this is the input function that is used to display, that is used to take input from the user. Print function is used to display something on output function, an output window, and the input function is used to take input from the user. I hope you understand. And the next one, we have some tasks. The first task is how I can store a user age in a Python variable and then display it. So I can store a user age in a variable like if I write, this is the very simple, if I write age is equals to any value, for example 20. So you can see this one, age stores the age in a variable and 20 is stored in a variable with name aged. And the next one I want to display, so I will use the print function, and in this print function I will write double quotation mark, and the user age is, I will write then my variable name, which is age. So this is used to display the age, and I will click on this run button. You will see this is integer name. At first this line is displayed. Python work in a sequence. It means it execute first line and then second and then third. Age was 30 and the next one. Now this one is displayed. Age is equals to 20. User age is 20 is displayed on output window. So now let's remove this one. And this is our first question. Let's talk about the second question. How do I update the value of a variable that stores user score in a game? So here is, to update this value of a variable, simply we will assign a new value to it. For example, here is, I'm going to write my variable name is score, and I will write 100, and this is the initial score, and I will write the print function, and in this print function I will write something like initial score and then my variable name, and in the next line I will write I will update the score. So I will, score is equals to 150, and then I will use again this print function, and in this print function I will write updated score, and then I will write score. When I execute this one, so you can see here is the variable score first hold the 100 and then it update 150. Let's execute and check the execution. You will see the initial score was 100 and updated score was 150. So this is the answer of the second question. And what is the third question? I want to calculate the total cost of item purchased where the cost of each item is stored in a separate variable. How can I do this? So for this, I will write, I can add the values of a variable to find the total cost. For example, I am going to write item 1 is equals to, cost of item 1 is equals to 20, and cost of item 2 is equals to, I will take 30, cost of item 3 I will take 15, and then I will write the total cost, and space is not allowed, that so that I will use the underscore, and I will write one by one. Item 1 plus item 2, this is used to add these variable names, and item 3, and after that I will press enter and use the print function to display. So I want to display the some text, the total cost is, and then I will write my variable name, which is total cost. So I will write here total cost, and I will click on this run button, and you will see that total cost is 65 is displayed on output window. And similarly, when we talk about the next one, how do I use a variable to store and later retrieve a username? So for this, I will click again at here. Firstly, I will remove all these code, and after that, so I can store the user's name in a variable and retrieve. Like I'm going to write user name variable, and I will write any name. I will write Alice, and then this is used to store the username, and when I will use the print function, and then I will write welcome, and I will write user name, which is my variable name. And here you can see username holds the value Alice, and this is used to print. This print statement is used to this print function is used to display welcome Alice. So when I click on this run button, you will see welcome Alice is displayed on output window. So this was our lesson. I hope you like it. See you in the next lesson. Take care. We are going to explore one of the most essential concepts in Python, which is strings. Whether you are a beginner or just looking to brush up on your skills, strings are a fundamental part of programming, and understanding them will open a whole new world of possibilities. So, we will cover everything from basic string operations to some cool tricks that will make your code more efficient. Let's dive into the exciting world of string. So, we will talk about what is string. Strings in Python are sequence of characters enclosed in either single quote, double quote, or triple quotes. For multi-line string, strings are immutable, meaning once they created, their values cannot be changed directly. For example, this string is written in single quotation mark. This string is written in double quotation mark, and we also have two ways to create multi-line string. The first one is triple single quote, and this is the triple double quote. Let's see with example. So I'm going to use online code editor, which is programmers Python. You can use any code editor. When I click, I have a first link. I will click on it. Now this window is appeared. This window has two parts. This is the input part and this is the output part. So we are talking about string. So I will write here string. Strings is a combination of characters, and its main string in Python is a sequence of characters enclosed in either single quote, double quotes. Python also allows us the use of triple single quotes and double quotes for multi-line strings. Strings are immutable, meaning once they created, their values cannot be changed directly. So when I write, this is the string one, this is variable name, and I will use single quotation mark. Inside the single quotation mark, I will write my string, which is hello world. I want to display the string, so I will use print function and str1. When I click on this run button, you will see hello world is displayed on the output window with this message code execution successful. It means our code execution is successful. And the next one, I'm going to write another example. I will write str2. In short, this is the string 2. In short, I have written str2. And I will use single quotation mark. Inside the single quotation mark, I will write any string. For example, I'm going to write welcome to learning Python. And after that, I will press enter. I want to display, so I will use the print function with string2. And after that, I will click on this run button. You will see this welcome to learning Python is displayed on output window. And after that, I will write double quotation mark. This was the string within a single quotation mark. Now I'm going to write string in double quotation mark. So you can see that in this example, hello world is stored in single quotation mark. Welcome to learning Python is also stored in single quotation mark. Now I will take another variable name with string 3. Now at this time, I will use the double quotation mark. I will write something like Python is fun inside the double quotation mark. After that, I want to display, so I will write print function and str3. And then I will click on the run button. You will see that Python is fun is displayed on output window. So this is, in this example, Python is fun is written in double quotation mark. So after that, there are two methods to create multi-line strings in Python, and they both really simple. The first way is by using triple single quotation mark. For example, if I write str3 and I will use this triple quotation mark, Inside the triple quotation mark, I will write any string. Like I'm going to write this is multi-line string. So when I write multi-line string, this is in triple quotation mark. I want to display, so I will write string 3. After that, I will click on this run button. You will see this is multi-line string is displayed on output window. And here is I'm going to write another example. I will take the variable string 4. At this time, I will use the double quotation mark for the 3 times. In this double triple quotes, and I will write any string. Like I'm going to write this is also another multi-line string, and I will write print function. Inside the print function, I will write my variable name, which is string 4. I will click on the run button. You will see this is also another multi-line string. So this one is also displayed. But if I create space, let's see if I press enter, and now this one is converted into next line. If I press enter, this one is also converted into new line. And after that, I will click on the run button. You will see this will display it as it is, that is written in input window. So this is due to happen this double quotation mark. So this both works as the same way. So the choice between the single triple quotes and the double triple quotes is entirely up to us. So we can use single triple quotes and we can also use double triple quotes because they both work the same way and also result will be the same. Now let's talk about the next one. Now I'm talking about string concatenation. What is the string concatenation? When we talk about the string concatenation is the process of joining two or more strings to make longer string. So to concatenate these strings in Python, we use the plus operator to join these strings. So for this, we have different examples. In this example, string 1 is equals to hello and string 2 is equals to Alice. First string is equals to string 1 plus and then string 2. So plus operator is used to join string. So I'm going to write practical example. In this example, I'm talking about string concatenation. So in this string concatenation, I will write first name, and the first name I will set any name like Nida, and after that I will set the last name, and this last name is equals to Khan, and I will press enter and I will take another variable with name full, and then I will write my first variable which is first name, and then I will use the plus operator and then last name, and after that I want to display, so I will use the print function. Inside the print function, I will write my variable name, which is full name. And after that, I will press this run button. When I click on this run button, you will see that Nida Khan is displayed on output window. But the one thing that is there is no space between Nida and Khan. How we can create a space? Simply, I will use another plus operator between first name and last name. And inside this, I will use double quotation mark and then space. And here is, I will click again on this run button. When I click again, you will see space is created between Nida Khan. And here is, in this example, we create two variables with first name and last name. We assign the string Nida to the variable first name. We assign the second string, which is Khan, to the last name to the variable last name. A string is just a sequence of characters and we use single quote and double quote to define them. So the next step for concatenation string is this one. Full name is equals to first name plus and then space and then last name. So this line is where the strings are combined or concatenated. The plus operator is used to join the string. In this line, we are joining three parts. And the first one, the operator plus operator is used to join the string. So first name which is equals to Nida, and the space that is the space, this is just the space between the first name and last name. And the third part which is last name. Last name is Khan. So result is a new string which is Nida Khan is displayed on the output window. So the print function is used to display this Nida Khan on the output window. So here is in short words, we can say that variables like first name, last name store string, and the plus operator lets us to combine these pieces of text. Adding a space between the name ensures the final result is formatted correctly. So finally, print full name display the combined string on output window. And after that, now this is the string concatenation. I'm talking about concatenation with multiple string. So concatenation with multiple strings. So when we talk about concatenation with multiple strings, we can concatenate more than two strings by chaining the plus operator. For example, when I write greeting, this is a variable, and I will take this variable is equals to hello. And after that, I will take another variable with name, and I will write the string for this name is equals to hello. And after that, message is equals to greeting, and then I will write plus operator, and then I will write the next variable which is name. And then I also want to display at the end exclamation mark. To display exclamation mark, I will write double quotation mark. Inside the double quotation mark, I will write exclamation mark. Then I want to display, so I will write print function. And then I will write my variable name, which is message. After that, I will click on this run button. You will see hello Alice is displayed on output window. But the one thing that is there is no space between hello Alice. So how we can create a space? I will use another plus operator in between greeting and name. And in this plus operator, I will use double quotation mark. Inside the double quotation mark, I will create a space. After creating a space, I will click on this run button again. When I click on this run button again, it gives us hello world. So in this example, we are combining several strings to create a complete message. We start with two separate strings like greeting is equals to hello and name is equals to Alice. To form a full sentence, we use the plus operator to concatenate or join these strings together. The line message is equals to greeting, and then a space, and then name, and then exclamation mark combines the greeting with a space and followed by the name and exclamation mark. This creates a full message, hello Alice. Finally, when we print message, it displays the complete sentence on the screen concatenation. And, and so concatenation allows us to build custom string by putting together different parts, making our program more dynamic and personalized. So I'm going to write another example, and in this example, I want to mix string variable with string literals. How we can write? For example, in this example, I will take a variable with name country. I will write country is equals to Pakistan, and then I will go in the next line and I will write sentence. This sentence is equals to, I will write I live in, and then plus operator, and then country, which is a variable, and after that at the end I want to display comma, so I will use double quotation mark. Inside the double quotation mark I will write full stop, and then I will write the print function. Inside the parenthesis I will write my variable name, which is sentence, and after that I will click on this run button. When I click on this run button, it will display I live in Pakistan, but there is no space between in and Pakistan. So to create a space, I will use the plus operator, and in between the plus operator I will use double quotation mark with space. When I click on this run button, you will see I live in Pakistan is displayed on output window. So in this example, we have a string stored in a variable called country with the value Pakistan. We can create a new string that include the country name by adding it to other string. In this code, sentence is equals to I live in country and then plus and then full stop. The phrase I live in and the period dot are combined with the value of country, which is Pakistan. So this creates the full sentence I live in Pakistan. When we print the sentence, it displays the text I live in Pakistan on output window. So this method is a simple way to build sentence by piecing together different strings. Now I'm going to write another example. This example is related to concatenating string with non-string. So concatenating strings with non-strings, and concatenating string with non-string. It means we cannot concatenate a string with a non-string type. For non-string type, it's mean if we have an integer value, float value. So we cannot concatenate a string with an integer or float values directly. We must first convert the non-string type to a string using str function. Which function? Using str and then function. And after that, I will write an example that is related to concatenating string with non-string. For example, I will take a variable with name age and I will write 25. And after that, I will take another variable with name sentence. Inside the sentence, I will write in and then plus operator. This is the concatenation and then age, and then I will write again double quotation mark. Inside the double quotation mark, I will write ESO, and then I will write in the next line, I will write print function. Inside the print function, I will write sentence, and then I will click on this run button. When I click on this run button, you will see it creates an error. Why it creates an error? I want to check where is error. The error is which type of error? Type error can only concatenate string, not integer to string. So I need to convert this variable into string. So I will use the string function inside this age variable. And after that, I will click again on this run button. You will see it gives us I'm 25-year-old. So it's mean Python doesn't allow us to directly add a string and a number together. We must first convert this number into a string. For example, we have a variable age that holds the number 25, and we want to create a syntax like I am 25 years old. So we need to convert age to, to a string using the str function method, str function, string function. Then we can combine it with other text using the plus operator. The final code would like this sentence is equals to I am plus string age plus years old. So, and when we print this, it will display I am 25 years old. This process allows us to easily mix and match text with variables to create dynamic and personalized method. But you will see that there is no space inside M and 25. How we can create a space? Firstly, I want to create a space between M and 25. So in between, I will use another plus operator. Inside the plus operator, I will use double quotation mark. I will click on this run button. You will see after the M, space is created. Now we have no space after the 25 and years. So to create a space, I will use another plus operator. Inside the plus operator, I will use double quotation mark. And inside this double quotation mark, I will create a space. And after that, I will click on this run button. It gives us output. I am 25 years old. And so this is the output of this string. After that, I'm talking about using join method. Why we use this method? This method is used to concatenate string. So this method using join method for concatenation. So in this method, for concatenating a list of string, it's more efficient to use the join method rather than using a repeatedly. For example, when I write words is equals to, I will write in double quotation mark, hello, and then I will write Alice, and then I will write double quotation mark, and then I will write John. And after that, I will take another variable with name sentence. This sentence is equals to, I will write this sentence is equals to double quotation mark with space dot join, and inside the parenthesis I will write my variable name which is words. Then I will write print sentences, and then I will click on this run button. You will see that it gives us what's the error. The error is that detected at line number 23. So words is equals to hello. What's the error? The error is that I need to write hello in double quotation mark. And I will click again on this run button. You will see now hello Alice and John is displayed on output window. So in this example, I have a list of words with three strings, hello Alice and John. Word is equals to hello Alice and John. I want to combine these strings into one single string with each word separated by a space. To do this, I use the dot join method. Join method is used to concatenate a list of string into one string. So we call it on a string that we want to use as a separator between list items. So in this case, I have used the this one. This is the space. A single space is used as a separator, and then this is a separator. It will put a space between each word. Dot join word. This takes out the list word and combine it item into one string with a space between each item. And after that print sentence, it will display hello Alice John on the output window. So the final string combine. So method helps us to create a single string from multiple string with a chosen separator between them. This was the lesson that is related to string. If you liked it,